Hey everyone, this is Big C coming at you. I just need to do an updated video before this truck's gone. I did a video a little while back on a starter test on 2004 F250 Super Duty 6.0 liter with the Power Stroke diesel. This When I did that starter test, it was still, cranking. Well, that starter did go out. And I had to replace it, and it took me, and I'd never done one on diesel before. It took me a couple hours, and especially with this truck, because it was a learning curve. Plus, like I said, I'm not a mechanic. I do this on my private time, but like the starter is on the passenger side behind the wheel well here, up in here around where my finger's at. The starter did go out, so in order to get that, you got to remove, if your truck has one, these fender flares, which this one came with it, in this inner fender well, and then it's back there, and you can see it. Nice new one. Well, that's not the one I had replaced. The one I had already replaced it with only lasted 2 years. Luckily, this one has a lifetime warranty, at least as long as we own this vehicle. Well, I would just replace the starter again recently because that was a faulty starter I put in here. Of course, I didn't know it was a defect, and only lasted 2 years, and it already weakened by the time I'd already put it in. So it's under the new one already. Well, to do an update on that, so the starter on this truck is like new. It starts up real nice. Like I said, there's a couple bolts on there. You always want to unplug your battery before you're messing with this electronics. See, you always want to get all the, see, there's your starter. You want to make sure you get everything unbolted. There is 2 bolts on this. One underneath that faces backwards, and 2 that face the correct way. Now, there's one far back there on the other side of all the wires, and you would need almost like a universal joint with a socket to get it, because it's up there. And pretty much, like I said, you always want to disconnect all your batteries, and this truck has 2 batteries, so you have to unplug both batteries for safety reasons, so you don't like catch it, spark anything. You don't want to mess nothing up electronics wise. And it's fairly easy. And the second time I replaced the starter on this truck, I did it pretty quickly. I did it within 10-15 minutes, because I knew what to expect. I knew what sizes I needed, and it's generally easy once you do it more than once. But no, I figured I'd do this update on this truck because this truck we're getting rid of it because transmission went out on the way to Branson, Missouri, pulling that 38.5 foot camper. It's a toy hauler, but it went out on one of the hills. The steep hills. Anyone on here from Branson, the hills I'm talking about. Anyone not familiar with Branson, when you're getting into Branson coming from, I say from the east. I'm not sure from any other direction because I've only come in from the east because I live in Illinois, unfortunately. And all those, they have real big steep hills. Well, it decided to eat this transmission, and just say this truck didn't. It had to be towed home. Luckily, it had AAA, and they towed it home for around $500 because AAA only covers the first 100 miles if you do the basic. But I'm not advertising for them. But anyway, but this is not my truck. This is my dad's truck. My truck, I haven't done any videos for yet, and I might soon. But I figured I'm going to do this quick video real quick as an update on my other video on the starter test on this. it did go bad. So if you think your starter's going out, it's a better bet, take it out, go get it tested. And if it is bad, go ahead and just replace it, get one with a lifetime warranty. Trust me, because if it goes out again, as long as you own it, you don't have to pay for another starter again. You just got to replace it. And it's cheaper doing it yourself. So, hey, please like and subscribe down below. If you have any questions, just ask.